Well, hello friends, Scott from Platte River Keto. If you're new to my channel, welcome. On my channel, you get to come along for the ride on my keto journey. I check in with you once a week to update you on my keto progress and try to check in with you at least one other time during the week. Usually something that I've discovered about the ketogenic lifestyle, but sometimes just something that I've discovered about this little journey that we call life. Today is Saturday, December 31st, last day of 2022, which means it's weekly update time. As you guys know who have been following my channel, I am on vacation this week. I've been working remotely, but we're here as a family in Utah, visiting my wife's family. And I am doing my update from my father-in-law's balcony, which is why you have the wonderful outside backdrop. Those of you who follow me on Facebook know that I got a nice walk in this morning, and I called nice in quotation marks because there have been some beautiful walks. And you can check me out on my Facebook page and see the lovely walks. They have beautiful mountains here in Utah. Today was not one of those beautiful walks. It was raining, sleeting, snowing during the walk. I got 2 miles in on my walk, but I also got completely soaked to the bone. I actually was able to wring out my sleeves of my hoodie when I got back to the house here. So it is a dreary day here in Utah, dreary end to 2022, but that's okay. As I mentioned to you guys previously, I was able to meet my fourth quarter goals that I was super excited about, met those last week. So I wasn't sure if I was actually going to check in with you with my usual check-in this week. I obviously am not at home. I don't have my home scale. But I decided I was going to go ahead and check in. I was able to find an electronic scale that I could use here at my father-in-law's house. I honestly don't know how it compares to the scale at my house. Not 100% sure on that, but I liked the number that I saw, so I'm going to go ahead and share that with you. Again, as those of you who've been following my channel know, I checked in with you in the middle of the week and talked about this week between Christmas and New Year's, kind of what a weird, off-feeling week that it is. And really on Wednesday, I finally decided that I'd had it with feeling not great. I'd had it with feeling kind of sluggish and down because I'd been eating treats, eating more than I normally do, snacking, grazing, whatever you want to call it. So I said, enough. Kind of got back on track. I've been exercising all week, which has been great. I've had my DDPY, workouts with me all week. I have my phone, I have my yoga mats, and I'm able to do my workouts, which is great. So I was 7 for 7 on my workouts this week. I was also 7 for 7 on the new sort of created goal that I gave myself, which was to walk. Again, those of you who follow my Facebook page would be able to see lovely pictures of the mountains as I've walked this week. I did even walk today, as I mentioned, even though the weather was super crummy. So I was 7 for 7 on that. As far as keto snacking goes, while I didn't specifically plan to throw caution to the wind this week, I didn't really have a plan to not throw caution to the wind this week. So for the first couple of days, for sure, I did more keto snacking than I normally do. Liz and I got each other the Chalk Zero, several of their keto treats in our Christmas stockings, and those came with us to Utah. Snacked on those the first couple of days of the week. I also enjoyed some almonds, which I really like, but as I mentioned in my video on, I think it was Wednesday, I managed to polish off a whole bag of those in a couple of days. So not great from a keto snacking standpoint. I really wasn't anything outside of what I had planned, so I guess I'm not super worried about that either. My third goal, of course, you guys know my relationship with gravity goal for the fourth quarter was to get under 300 pounds by December 31st. I managed to accomplish that last week. I was at 298.0 last Saturday. And I said that I wasn't going to weigh in, but as I already mentioned, I did like the number on the scale, so I'm going to go ahead and share it with you. I weighed in this morning at 296.3, so that puts me down another 1.7 pounds. For whatever reason, the scale at my father-in-law's house goes in single tenths. The one at my house obviously went in 2/10 increments, so I've never been 0.3, but, you know, it's all good, I guess. I was happy with that number. I wasn't real worried about the number. I'm still not real worried about the number. It'll be interesting to see where I weigh next week. I'm going to kind of use next week as my baseline for 2023 because I will be back at my house. I will be back where I can weigh in at the same time in the same place, and I found that that's really helpful for changes in my relationship with Earth's gravity because it's consistent. So, but I was happy with that. Yay, I'm down 179 pounds since July of 2021 from 475.6 to 296.3. So excited about that. what I wanted to talk with you guys about today, in addition to my regular weekly update, is my goals for 2023. Notice I did not say resolutions. As you guys have been following along, no, I don't believe in New Year's resolutions. My New Year's resolution is to not have New Year's resolutions, which is a resolution, as I mentioned in my last video, so it's a bit of a paradox. But while I don't believe in resolutions, I definitely do believe in goals. Both goals, I have goals for all of 2023, and I'm going to go ahead and share those with you. And I also have goals for the first quarter of 2023. And I have a mantra that I'm going to have as my mantra for 2023 as well. So I did write them down. I've got them in front of me here, so I'm just going to go ahead and go over my goals for 2023. Is a DDPY workout 365 days, so every day for the year of 2023. Second goal for 2023 is to reach my goal weight of 199 pounds by December 31st. So that would be, at this point, 96.4 pounds is what I have to go. Again, I will reevaluate that number when I'm back home. But if I believe the scale here, 96.4 pounds to go. So there you go. Limit my keto snacking. I'm going to go ahead and continue what I had been doing for the fourth quarter of 2022. Limit my keto snacking to specific days. And then in my quarter one goals, I'm going to kind of talk about a couple of those specific days. I'm still working out some of the details, to be honest with you guys. But I did want to kind of share my overall thoughts with you today. I have a goal to walk 650 miles in 2023. In case you were wondering, that's 2.5 miles a day, 5 days a week. And then I also have another goal that is not related necessarily to keto, but I have a goal, a Bible study goal to get to my Bible study in every week. So figured I'd share that with you too. My goals for the first quarter, obviously they're going to be directly related to my yearly goals. For DDPY, I have a goal to get a workout in every day, and I'm going to continue to have that goal. My weight loss goal, my relationship with Earth's gravity, is to lose about 25 pounds or to be 275 pounds by March 31st. Now, I know when I talked to you guys on Wednesday, I talked about how the first quarter is a tough quarter for me. I work as a tax accountant. It's going to be tax season. That is pretty stressful and pretty busy for me. But I had one of my subscribers, Sue. I'm going to go ahead and give her a shout out. I think it's Sue, either Pfeiffer or Pfeiffer. I'm not sure. I apologize, Sue. But she had commented on my last video, and she talked about how it might be a good idea to have some positive thinking about tax season. And if I thought positively about it, it might go a little bit better. And that got me to thinking, why was I not setting myself up for failure, but like automatically thinking that I was not going to be successful or not as successful during the first quarter of 2023. I am glad that I shared with you guys how difficult the first quarter usually is for me and how difficult the month of January can be for me, because I wanted to put that out there, and I also wanted to give myself some grace. Having said that, I don't feel that way right now. And so I decided that rather than saying, oh, I'm going to try to set an easier goal to reach of maybe only 10 pounds for this quarter or 15 pounds, which is what I had kind of talked about on Wednesday, I figured why not go for the same goals that I had kind of set for the fourth quarter of 2022, and I will adjust as necessary. If I'm having a tough time, you guys will hear about it, I'm sure, and I can go ahead and adjust my goals. They're my goals. So I'm going to go ahead and set an aggressive goal for the first quarter of 2023 and for the whole year of 2023, as you guys already heard. So that's obviously kind of a change from what I said on Wednesday, but I appreciate your comments and suggestions, and I read them and I take them to heart. And yeah, I just appreciate you guys so much. I appreciate our keto community, how great and how welcoming it is. So thank you for that. I adjusted that goal based off of Sue's comment. So thank you, Sue. My next goal, again, related to my keto snacks only on specific days, the days that I've thought of so far for the first quarter, and again, I'll probably adjust this a little bit as I go along. Having keto snacks on Valentine's Day, and my wife's birthday is the end of March, so also having a keto snack on her birthday, making her some kind of a keto treat for her birthday. The next goal related to walking 650 miles for the year. For the first quarter, I have a goal to walk 12.5 miles per week, which will put me right on that 650 miles for the year. And then, of course, my goal to get my Bible study in for the whole year, obviously, is going to start by doing that every week for the first quarter of 2023. So those are my goals for 2023. Now, for my 2023 mantra, there is no secret ingredient. That is my mantra. Those of you who like animation movies might know that comes from the movie Kung Fu Panda. There is no secret ingredient. If you haven't seen that movie, check it out. It's a lot of fun. So there is no secret ingredient, and of course I always say this, but keep calm and keto on. That's my mantra for 2023. And what I mean by that is there are a lot of people, a lot of groups that are doing challenges here to start 2023. There's the BBB&E challenge. I know that Jackie's Jinx Journey, she's doing a 90-day challenge, and that's awesome. Two Crazy Ketos are doing beef, butter, bacon, and eggs for the month of January. I also listened to them this morning, and they're challenging the members of their community to take one thing, like one ingredient or something, and to get rid of that for the month of January. The Dr. Barry and Nisha, I know, are doing a ketovore challenge for the month of January, and then moving that on, I think, to carnivore for the month of February. So a lot of challenges going on, and I don't know if it's just my contrarian, wanting to be a contrarian, that's my nature, but I don't want to do that. And I want to be very clear. I'm not saying any of those people are wrong, that I'm better just because I'm different. I'm not. I think that having aggressive goals, wanting to do new things for 2023 is great. And a lot of people like that. A lot of people love New Year's resolutions. I don't. But this is what works for me. So saying that there's no secret ingredient, that means I think keto works great for me. And until I find a need to really change up what I'm doing, I'm not going to do that. Obviously, as I mentioned to you guys already, I have some goals for this year, and I'm definitely planning on working hard toward those goals. But there is no secret ingredient to me. Keto all by itself, the way that I've been doing it, the way that I've been doing it for the last 17 months, it works. So I'm going to keep doing it. That is my mantra for 2023. That is my goal. That is what I want to do. Just to be clear, like I said, though, I don't disagree with the Two Crazy Ketos. I don't disagree with Dr. Barry and Nisha in what they're doing. I think that what they're doing works for a lot of people. I think a lot of people, maybe you have found my channel, and you found my channel because you're wanting to do something new and different for 2023, and that's great. There is nothing wrong with that. And for a lot of people, they took the fourth quarter of 2022, or especially from, Thanksgiving to Christmas to New Year's, and have maybe gotten a little bit off track. Obviously, as you guys know, I worked really, really hard in the fourth quarter of 2022, and I lost 30 pounds. I was pretty aggressive in my goals, and I again don't think that because I was different for the fourth quarter of 2022 that I was any better than anybody who said, just stay keto for the month of December, or even it's okay, and it is okay, by the way, to go a little off track for the month of December. But because I was really aggressive in my fourth quarter, I'm gonna probably be a little bit less aggressive, or I'm certainly not gonna add things. I'm not planning on doing a beef, butter, bacon, and egg challenge for the month of January. I still have my goals, and thank you again, Sue, for helping me to be a little bit more aggressive with my goals, but I'm not doing anything new. I'm not doing beef, butter, bacon, and egg. I'm not really gonna remove anything from my keto, not gonna remove a keto ingredient, not doing anything like that for the first quarter of 2023. And maybe you are a person that sounds good too. And if so, follow along on my channel. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Like my videos, hit the bell icon so that you'll be notified as I share my progress with you here in 2023. Having said that, that might not work for you. You might be somebody who wants to do the beef, butter, bacon, and eggs challenge, and that's great. I'm certainly not going to be on here telling you that that's not a good thing, because it's a great thing. It's just not something that I'm going to be participating in, so you're not going to hear about it here on my channel. But I guess what I really wanted to emphasize is that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be kind of status quo as far as the keto goes for this quarter, and that everybody is different, and that here in the keto community, I think sometimes we try to segment ourselves. Not really even the people that I just mentioned to you. I don't think that they do, but I think that some people do, and try to say that if you're not doing the exact type of keto that I'm doing, that somehow you and I are opposed to one another, and I just don't think that's true. I think that we are all part of a larger community, and our goal is to improve our health. And we may go about that in slightly different ways, but that doesn't mean that we can't all be successful and that we can't all get along. So yeah, that's it, guys. Hope that you all had a great 2022 and that you're setting yourself up for a great 2023. Keep calm and keto on, and we'll talk to you next week.